AEW figures versus WWE figures. What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and today in this video, the AEW Jazzwares figures are going to be going one-on-one with the Mattel WWE Elite figures. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of each figure, and we're going to get a winner by the end of this video. Which figure is better? Let me know down in the comments down below. The WWE Elite figure or the AEW Jazzwares figure? I'm talking about the Unmatched and the Unrivaled. Of course, I'm talking about the Elite series over here. But yes, guys, without further ado, let's jump into the pros and cons of each one. Of course, before we even get started, I want you guys down in the comments down below to drop down your pros and cons of both the AEW figures and the WWE figures. Drop them down in the comments down below. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. I'm always interested to see what you guys have to say. Stir some controversy in the chat if you disagree with me, if you agree with me down there. So let me know. But yes, guys, start off first with a pro for the AEW figures. AEW figures. A pro for me would definitely be, and of course, I just have some figures standing up here. No particular ones, just some really good ones in my opinion. But a pro for me, the AEW Jazzwares line, they're never afraid. They're never afraid to give us an interesting looking figure. Never afraid to give us a different looking figure. Never afraid to put blood on a wrestling figure. That's what I love about the Jazzwares team. They're never afraid, dude, just to give us something different, test out the waters. They're just never afraid, man. That's what I love about the Jazzwares line. They always give us something fresh and new. Love that. A pro for the WWE Elite figure line. I gotta say, it's probably the skin tone. The skin tone is definitely a pro for me. I really do think, this is just an example, but the skin tone that Mattel has been giving us for the past 10 years, or more than that even, they have just nailed it. They've nailed it with almost every single figure they've ever released. I just love the skin tone. I love the material that they make their figures out of. It's just literally prime. And of course, there's no pros without cons. The first con with the AEW figures, and it's literally a bounce off of the WWE figures, it is the skin tone. Every once in a while, I gotta admit, the AEW figures, they do have skin tone flaws where it just does not look right. It's like, wait a minute, that does not look right. Is that skin tone off? What's going on with that? It could be the material that they use, could be the factory that they use down in China. It's just weird sometimes. Sometimes the skin tone's off. I'm really into all these figures skin tone in front of you guys right now. I think they're all amazing, but for certain ones that they release, the skin tone is sometimes not all there. A con for the WWE Mattel Elite figures. Give us new characters. Look at the list. Look at the list that WWE gives you. Look it over. Search for new characters that you're allowed to make figures of, and make those figures. Stop giving us the Reignses. Stop giving us the Ortons. Yes, the Reignses are cool. The Ultimate Edition is going to be awesome, but after the Ultimate Edition, take some time, give us some new characters, stop re-releasing people. That's the one problem I do have with the Elite figures. They do re-release a lot of superstars, which, I mean, hey, it's cool to get different attires. I could completely agree with that. But for certain characters, it's like, wait, why did we need that re-release? Like sometimes in the top picks line, we get the same figure. It's like, you couldn't have changed the attire? Like, come on. It's just really annoying sometimes getting the same, looking figure with the Mattel line. But yes, that's a con for the Elites. And back to the pros. Yes, getting back on the good side here. Pro for the AEW figures. It's gotta be how we always get characters like Sting, like Darby Allin, that WWE Mattel figures would obviously never make. That's the one thing I love about the AEW Jazzwares line. They give me characters that I never thought I would have seen in action figure form, like Darby Allin, like Kenny Omega, like the Young Bucks. Those are just guys that I'm like, okay, these guys have never come to WWE, so we're never going to get figures of them, right? No! Here comes the Jazzwares line, giving us figures that I thought we'd never freaking see. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. But yes, pro for the AEW Jazzwares is giving us figures that I thought we'd never see. Pro for the WWE figures, it is the freaking head scans. Dude, every time that they released a figure after they started doing the TrueFX head scan technology, they've kicked But, dude, every single head scan that they've released, in my opinion, since they started doing TrueFX head scan technology, minus some like that, or the original Jimmy Uso head scan with the TrueFX head scan technology, that one sucked. But, dude, Mattel rarely flops head scans nowadays. They nail every single one of them. This Damian Priest, that Roman Reigns, that Randy Orton. Dude, Mattel does not flop with their head scans. They freaking kick butt when it comes to head scans on wrestling figures. Cons! Back into the cons. AEW Jazzwares figures, sort of bouncing back off of the Elite figures, giving us characters we've seen already. Kenny Omega. We've seen so many Kennys. Darby Allin. We've seen a lot of Darby Allins. Like, yes, I get, like I said, with the WWE Elite figures, there's a very similar con. I know they're good selling characters, like Darby Allin. He's going to fly off the shelf. Kenny Omega, going to fly off the shelves. He's on TV. Well, not right now, but he was on TV a lot. Jon Moxley, of course. But, dude, there's so many new guys going to AEW, and it's like, whoa, why don't we have a figure of him yet? Why don't we have a figure of him yet? Why don't we have a figure of him yet? It's like crazy. And the reason being is they keep flooding the series with guys we've already seen. You know what I'm saying? So give us new characters. What we did see at the little AEW like figure convention thing that they had, we did see a lot of new characters. So shout out to AEW Jazzwares for giving us a lot of new characters. Like the Eddie Kingston's coming out, the Thunder Rosa. Like they're showing us a lot of guys like Brian Cage. So that's cool. Like you guys are improving definitely. But yeah, focus on newer guys because the roster is only growing in AEW. So focus on newer characters. Stop giving us the same characters. And bouncing back to the pros here, jumping into the pros for the WWE Elite figures, it's got to be the formula. It's got to be just the formula for the WWE Elite figure. This ab crunch, double jointed elbows, just everything, the material of the figure, everything, the articulation, just the formula of the figure is just prime. You cannot change this because it is literally just prime. Everything about this, articulation-wise, you're getting it. Looks, you're getting it. Everything about this Bobby Lashley and like literally all the Elite figures, it's just the articulation, the formula, the material, everything. It looks great. It looks awesome. Wow. Guys, that has just been some tiny little pros and cons. I know there wasn't too many because I freaking love both of these figures a lot. It's hard to find cons for both of these figures. I love the molds. I love everything about each of these figure lines, but it comes to this. Who wins? The AEW Jazzwares figures or the WWE Mattel Elite figures? Who wins? Let me know down in the comments down below. But for me, the winner is and will always be the WWE Elite figures. Yes, the WWE Elite figures will always have my heart and soul because I have like over 1,000 of them. I've been collecting them for almost probably, oh my gosh, almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. So yeah, the WWE Elite figures, they have my heart and soul. Great formula, great looks every single time. They nail it. The AEW figures, still amazing. I love this line so much, mainly because the characters that they give us, I'm like, oh my God, we'd never see that in WWE Elite form. So let's go. I'm so glad we have the Jazzwares line. So glad that we have the Elite line. Two of my favorite figures to buy. Like literally Jazzwares figures and the Mattel figures. Two of my favorite figures to buy. But yes, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.